The A's and attendance stuff. Yeah, so just to kind of pick up where we were, I think and this is what the problem is for me, is this will be viewed as some indictment on Sacramento because of what you were talking about when we went to break.
Mm-hmm.
It was the A's leaving Oakland for any city was going to be met with a really, really harsh blowback.
Yep.
From the MLB community at large.
Well, that and specifically Bay Area sports fans.
For sure. And that was always going to be the case, whether they went to Sacramento or they went to Portland or they went to Salt Lake City, that was going to be a thing. So I think that's part of it. You just have a lot of people who are A's fans who go, I'm not going to that. And that would have been the case if they had played at the San Jose Giants park, where a lot of A's fans probably live very close to. I think there was just that was part of it off the rip. And what sucks so bad about this is that I think people are going to use this as whether MLB does it is ultimately what matters.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there are people who are going to use this to be like, yeah, see, they couldn't even sell out there, and that sucks because it has nothing to me to do with Sacramento.
Well, I get that. And one of the players said it this last week. I think it was Soderstrom. They asked him about the attendance, and he said, hey, there's not a lot we can do about it.
Totally.
But also, just so you know, we're kind of used to it. That's what it was like in Oakland last year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really, it's hard. It's a hard reality, but that's it. I think the best thing that could happen is that, again, the deal with Las Vegas falls through, that city of Sacramento is able to come up with a stadium and a new ownership group. But it doesn't matter if John Fisher is the owner, you're never going to have success, whether it's here or whether it's in Oakland or whether it's in Las Vegas.
1,000%.
He's just proven that he is not in it for the right reasons. And that's really the reality here. If Major League Baseball was to grant an expansion team and there was the Sacramento, I don't know, the Sacramento Solons or the Sacramento, name that whatever.
Sure. Call them the Solons.
Yeah. Right. If they were to give Sacramento a major league team but hey, you have to build a stadium. You got to build it would happen. It would happen super fast. They've been lining this up just in case. That is the idea here for Sacramento. I just think, and I've changed my mind on this because initially I was like, hey, I think the A's are going to be embraced in Sacramento. I think fans are going to look past, again, ownership. They're going to look past all of that, and they're going to embrace this team. And we're learning that there's no way to wash the stink of ownership off of this team, off of this franchise. And to me, it's really disappointing because, number one, as someone who's grown up an A's fan, I love the A's, but also watching this young group of players, it's easy to fall in love with this team, watching them on the field. And you're sitting there the whole time like, man, if you could just bring in a couple of pieces here to help the pitching staff, you might have something. If you would have invested at all in the bullpen and not one guy who literally got injured in preseason and you paid $10 million to and just wasted money like they have multiple times on closers like this or relievers like this. If you would have put any money into building up the bullpen, you would have been fine. This team easily could have won. But again, I think that if the A's do move and Major League Baseball does give Sacramento a legitimate shot at an expansion team, I do think that it will go well. I think that there will be a shift. I
agree.
And there might even be a shift by some of the A's fans who have said, hey, I'm not going to do it. But people who don't want to be Giants fans in the Bay Area are like, okay, I'll go up and check it out.
And if it is a different ownership group,
then
I think you would see it embraced differently.
Yeah.
I believe I would do that. I don't want to speak for every A's fan, but I think there are a lot of people who are out that would be in that scenario. And I do think that winning is part of this.
Oh yeah.
Because you had this whole confluence of events where, again, we've talked about this before. It was like these stories all came out within like a week leading up to the season opener where they got blown out. Okay. You had the Las Vegas patch above the Sacramento. Well, first of all, they're not going to be the Sacramento A's. And then some amount of time later, and they're going to wear a Las Vegas patch on their jersey. And then also, this is the most expensive opening day ticket in Major League Baseball. It's like, what the hell?
And then the big sign on the outfield wall, Las Vegas.
Yup.
Yeah, there's too much.
And then they start out at home terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Can't win a game at home. You got Luis Severino whining about
all day long
the pitcher's mound. It's like, all right, that's just a lot of negativity up front. I do think one thing that will turn the attendance stuff around is, well, first of all, if the A's, I swear to God, A's, if you're listening, please, I'm giving you this advice for free. Wear a jersey that says Sacramento across the front. For God's sakes. You don't even have to do it at home. Make the road great. Make it say Sacramento. And be done with it. You don't have to, it's no burden. And you would get people just off the strength of that. The PR of, hey, we're going to be the Sacramento A's for the duration of our stay in Sacramento. That's a massive win.
Why they can't even sell jerseys in Sacramento?
Right. That is a layup to slap Sacramento across your road jersey.
Yeah.
It's an easy win that's just there for them. They should do that. And I think that's part of the reason that there are people who are hesitant to embrace the A's is because of that, because they've not embraced the city.
Yeah.
And then you get all of the negativity surrounding John Fisher. Then you get all the negativity of the Las Vegas patch and the Las Vegas sign in the outfield.
The ticket prices.
Oh, and they stink at home.
Mm-hmm.
I think next year, if you get the A's in their first 40 games, they're 25-15, and they are, I don't know, 15 and I'm trying to do math, 15-10 at home, or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think you get a much different reaction to the A's in Sacramento. And again, I don't read Chris Peterman's story about attendance figures. I don't see the attendance figures and blame the city.
No.
I certainly don't believe, and again, I say this as a person who wants the A's to be in Oakland. If they were in Oakland right now, they would be drawing fewer than they're drawing here in Sacramento.
Oh yeah.
Without I have no question about that.
I'm with you 100%.
Now if they had I will say in Oakland's defense, if they had broken ground on a new stadium in Oakland, I think you would see those attendance numbers rise pretty significantly.
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't going to do that. That wasn't a thing that was going to happen. So I feel, again, there's not this feeling of, I think I was so mad at the end of last year that this would have been some sort of vindication, but it's not. It's the reality is this has, to me, it's not the Sacramento fan base. It's not, oh, Sacramento doesn't like baseball. It's, hey, people don't rock with John Fisher. And for whatever reason, Rob Manfred does everything he can to prop this guy up and push him along as an owner.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't understand it one bit.
There are owners that are bad for sports.
Yeah. And if they think they're going to go to Las Vegas and there will be some novelty in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who don't follow this stuff very closely, who don't know who John Fisher is, who don't give a damn. You get people who are from Vegas who are just happy as hell to have baseball there. They'll go. You get the high rollers that just want to be in suites for a baseball game. Okay, I get that those people are going to be there. But if you want to talk about if they had come in here and been like, yeah, we're the Sacramento A's until we're in Vegas, we're the Sacramento A's, we're committed to this city, we're going to build a grandstand in right field, and we're going to pay players, and we're going to have Sacramento on our jersey, and here we are, we're Sacramento. You would get a rabid diehard fan base. I have no doubt about that. I don't want to say no doubt. I have a very, very small doubt about that. That's what I would have done if I was advising the A's on how to make the most of this opportunity.
Yeah.
Because I think there's people waiting. There are people who want to, but they either don't like the A's and they're just like, yeah, I'm not an A's fan. I'm not going to go to an A's game. Or they go, this thing's got one foot out the door to Las Vegas. Why would I go support them?
Well, I'm going to add the one other thing that I think we should bring up too.
Mm-hmm.
if you would have done this right and just shipped the River Cats out, it would have made baseball a novelty
That's a good
in
point.
Sacramento, as opposed to you can catch 150 games in Sacramento. And a lot of fans are like, I don't really care if it's Major League Baseball or if it's AAA.
That's a great point.
It's the same park. What am I supposed to, how am I supposed to feel different? And for Giants fans, it's given them that edge. If that team was not here, you could really, really do a lot more as far as like supply and demand.
Mhm.
You would make an A's ticket a much
Great
more
point.
coveted ticket.
Great point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to the ballpark. It's not going to see the A's.
Yeah.
It's just going to Sutter Health Park. Doesn't matter who's playing.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. So I hope that somebody from the A's is listening and takes our advice.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to get a really good team in that building next year. And if you just embrace the city, I think it would be immediately swept under the rug.
Mm-hmm.
If you just said, hey, we're going to be the Sacramento A's. Put Sacramento on the jersey, have the Sacramento patch on the hat.
I will commit right now, Kyle. If there's a Sacramento A's jersey, I will go buy a top tier Sacramento A's Jacob Wilson or
You got to go
Nick Kurtz jersey.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. I'll go Shea Langoliers.
I'll
There
go
it is.
DeVries. Here we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good. That's my buddy Chris wants to start doing that as a bit, getting jerseys of guys who either never wore or haven't worn that jersey yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to get jerseys of dudes who like only played 1 or 2 games.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah.
For sure. All right, that's James Ham. I'm Kyle Madsen. That was Joe Brazil. We're the Insiders. We're sponsored by Jiffy Lube. We'll get to some hoops talk. We'll get to some NFL stuff in the second hour on ESPN 1320 at Sacramento Sports Center. I think there are a lot. What is this?
I'm wondering why they don't do a giveaway. Like, seriously, just do a giveaway.
Of what?
Sacramento A's jersey.
Mm. Like that, because I gotta like that. Sweet. Yep, I totally agree with this. I think there are a lot of people who would do this.
Yeah.
Yep, see? Yeah, man. Like, this is... That's the other part of this. I don't want to spend another segment on this, but...
Yeah.
Because I've talked about it before. They needed to lean into the minor league thing.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they don't in part because of the River Cats being here. But lean into all of the, like, do a if you don't want to do the green beam because that's going to be the Kings thing, and that's fine. But I mean, the minor league park, I know they can't do like a fun like uniform, but you can do a fun theme night with a different kind of hat giveaway or whatever.
Well, even remember when they did do the hat giveaway on opening night.
Oh, I mean like what's the River Cats that they do, the wrestler?
Oh, Luchador.
Yeah.
Yes.
Luchador.
Luchadors,
yeah. So like doing that, and I know they can't wear it because of MLB regulations or whatever, but make that the theme night and get like lean as much into the minor league aspect of this as you can, and just make it a different experience.
Well, I'll say this too. Like it's a problem that I've had with the Kings for years.
Mm-hmm.
The Kings don't know how to market their team in the right way. I will, like, again, as someone who is not a Giants fan at all, when you can go to a ballpark and do Lincecum hair giveaway, and every kid's walking around with a Lincecum mullet, or you can do the panda hat. Like, there's a way to connect your players without any problems. Like, The Kings have never been able to do that. They had in the 90s, they had the Carl's Jr. bobblehead giveaway. Outside of that, I just don't feel like they have a connection to their players. Like, you should have been able to capitalize on the De'Aaron Fox like Dragon Ball Z look for his first 5 years in the league. Like, how could you not figure out a way to capitalize on that? And they have just really struggled. Kevin Huerter headband night, DeMarcus Cousins headband night. You know, and they just don't do it.
It's baffling, man. It's just, especially with baseball, it's so, I get the NBA, you might want to be a little more buttoned up or whatever. It doesn't make it an excuse. The De'Aaron thing is a layup. Like, that's just, how are you not?
Connect your players to your fan base.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah, man. All the Giants people talking about all the different Giant stuff they did. Yeah, man, that was brilliant.
Yeah, the Malik Monk Band-Aid, that was like people, like media members giving out Band-Aids at one point. I don't want to talk about that.
It's just, he's like, it would have been so easy.
Yeah.
But ownership, you know.